Then backstab, well, the same old scene that you seen for so long. Always want to be around you, but as jealous as they come. Well, don't want you to win that race. Hey, cause if you do, it's gonna lessen their space. That's when I decide to say goodbye, goodbye to all the fake people in my life. I never wanted you around me, so be on your way now. You better think twice before you let people in your life. Cause when you put down, no one is around you. You got the case of the fake people. Hey, come on, TLC. You got the case of the fake people. Hey, ow, ow. Yes, bitch. Whew. Girl, I'm all out of breath. Mainly because it's hot in my damn house, girl. I woke up not too long ago in a bed of sweat, bitch. My AC, I had the AC. I had the heat on 75. Girl, it feel like Hades in my house. I almost came up here shirtless with my titties all out. But considering we talk about these salt wives and they are part of the Bible Belt, I'm sure the Mormons gonna frown upon me getting up here with my titties all out. Hold on, girl. What I need? Because this episode was just child. This episode was messy. Anyway, first and foremost, shout out to TLC for the musical interlude, girl. That's Case of the Fake People. That's off the Crazy Sexy Cool album. So definitely shout out to T-Boz. Rest in peace to Miss Left Eye. And Shirley, girl. I'm late for the Salt Wives. I don't know why I'm in such a good mood today. Because I really shouldn't be. Like, Trade was supposed to come. Trade ain't show his ass up. I ain't get no Diaga last night like I was supposed to. So I'm actually shocked that I woke up in a real good mood, but I did. In a real good mood enough to watch the Salt Wives. Now, I know this is late, but I'm trying, y'all. Okay? I'm trying not to be burnt out with watching TV and keeping up with the news and then doing reviews and then plus, bitch, I work. So, you know, it's a lot, but I'm here. I said the weekend was not going to come without me getting these Salt Wives out the way. So this is season 3, episode 4, Bad Weather Betrayal. Now, let me tell you something. Hold on. Now, Whitney, listen. I ain't got no huge problem with you, Whitney, but all right. As insensitive as that may be, I'm just gonna keep it real with you, Whitney. And this ain't got nothing to do with me, you know, having a little, you know, friendship with Heather or nothing like that. This ain't got nothing to do with this. Because again, I still like you. I do. But I'm not just gonna sit up here and just, you know, act like I'm not seeing what the fuck I'm seeing. You understand what I'm saying? And we're gonna get there when we get there. So the episode continues. Whew, girl, my fat ass out of breath, child. Listen, that's why I be one of them two bougie broads, always standing up, pulling up the wall. All right, shout out to Monica. She was talking to me about that. Cause girl, I get out of breath quick, girl. Not when I'm hunching, but when I'm I don't understand it. Anywho, the episode continues with Whitney throwing Heather allegedly under the bus. And Whitney says that Heather has no idea what she's been going through because she's always talks about things that she has going on. And she feels like people use her because she doesn't speak up. Listen, Whitney, again. Wait, let me finish this because this all coincides with each other. So Heather says that Whitney turned what was supposed to be a fun weekend with the girls into bullshit. I totally agree. Lisa thanks Heather for being a good friend to her, and Meredith, Heather, and Shawshank continue to have a night of fun with some play ass stripper child. No shade to the stripper, but girl, if she was a stripper, like I don't even know who the young lady was, but girl, look, if y'all really wanted some fun, I got hoes, okay, in different area codes. They could have came down there and really gave y'all a damn stripper party. Do you understand me, child? They would have had y'all climbing up the walls like Spider-Man, and y'all would have took some new moves home for Seth and who you could have took some new moves home for Seth, Coach, and whoever the hell Heather Hurchin on around there. It better not be Big Baby. I know that. That's number one. Number two, Whitney, listen. And I said this in my last episode, but my last review. You can have whatever type of forgiveness train or whatever it is that you're trying to be on, or some grand illumination or whatever this is, girl. And I'm not mad at you for having it, Whitney. Whatever you need to do to get a healing for your soul, go on ahead and do that. I'm fine with it. But much like I say, you ain't got to burn down the whole village to do that. Okay, you don't. You don't have to burn down the whole village to do that. You could have simply sat down and took ownership for your part that you played in whatever you feel went down between this alleged rumor with Lisa giving blowjobs for courtside seats. I mean, you just could have said, look, Lisa, because we getting on a good foot with each other, and I just want to be honest with you about this so that it does not come off from a third party and then they add something to it or take something from it. You know, much like I always say, fix your own tea before somebody else come fix it for you, because you don't know how many more packs of Splendor or how many more teaspoons of honey they go put in your shit. You understand? I get that. You just could have said, Lisa, for the part I played, this was my part. And it wasn't right. I shouldn't have did it. And now that me and you are on a good foot with each other, I just want to do the right thing by letting you know that. And it could have been it. You didn't have to drag in Heather. You didn't have to drag in Meredith. You didn't have to drag in Shawshank. You didn't have to drag in nobody else into what you had going on. And the real gag is, I totally agree with Heather. This was supposed to be a trip for y'all to like get Shawshank's mind off of her going to jail for 50 damn years for stealing all these people damn money because she pleaded guilty to it. That's what this was supposed to be about. As insensitive as it came off, but bitch, it's true tea. We ain't here to talk about you in that. Girl, they ain't in none of our damn business. You need to work that out with your people. But this trip was not supposed to be about that. Like, I was on their side, but as insensitive as that may come off, girl, fuck y'all. I understood the logic because I would have felt the same way. Like, girl, I ain't come for this. I came to have fun, cackle, kiki, let loose, get drunk, throw up the next day, and do it all the hell over again. I did not come here to hear you just spew out all of these truths and dragging in everybody else with you. Like, ain't nobody come there for that with me. I'm sorry. That's just real tea here. I'm sorry. We ain't come for all that. Girl. So the next day, after all of that mayhem happened, girl had to push her ass out the way and everything, child. They tried to have a small little come to Jesus moment when Heather came back to the table. But girl, Whitney was still on her drunken confessional soapbox, and Heather just won't hear for it. And I understand where Heather is coming from. Like, girl, hell yeah, your ass a motherfucking liar. You goddamn right, you a liar. Now, I ain't necessarily saying that you're lying of what Angie told you, but bitch, you a lie and a half saying that I was there and I heard it. That's the part where you lying at. And she never said, Angie, you lying about Angie telling you that. She never said that. What she said was, girl, don't drag me in this shit here. Now, while we may have been all together, just because y'all was all together does not mean that that's something that she told the both of y'all. And even if she did say it in a loud ass arena full of thousands of screaming ass fans. Like, I just, and even if Heather did know, so what? So what? You're here to wipe the slate clean for you, not Heather, not Meredith, not Shawshank. You, even if Heather did hurt. Let's just say, for the sake of argument, Heather ass lying. All right, let's just say for the sake of argument, Heather ass is lying. Okay. let's just say Heather ass is lying, and she lying like a Persian rug girl. Let's just say. It still wouldn't matter because they're not here for that. You let Heather handle that truth with Lisa. You let Heather handle that. But to drag her in on it, then get mad when she didn't want to be in on it, talk about something she was supposed to have your back, and that, she's soft spoken and da-da-da-da-da. Again, that is a you problem, girl. Listen. Just because a person is your friend don't mean they have to fight every damn battle that you have. That's why I only deal with strong individuals in my circle. Because all of my good girlfriends know how to handle their damn own. They don't call me for shit. The only time they call me is to gossip and kiki about how they got that whole together. They not calling me like, well, friend, I'm going to need your back when, you know what I'm saying, I spill out these truths, and I'm more than sure she's going to feel a way about it, so I want you to have my back. No! Listen, if you're going to be a grown-ass woman, be a grown-ass woman, Whitney. Okay? Put your pussy on the table and say what the hell it is you need to say and to whom you need to say it to. You don't need no backup, girl. You acting like Lisa was going to jump on you, child. Lisa ass don't know how to fight. Girl, anywho. Then the next day, Heather and Meredith talk about what happened the night before, and Whitney and Shawshank do the same. So Meredith says that she understands what Whitney's mindset is because she's been there before. And don't get me wrong, I'm not an insensitive asshole. I understand where Whitney is coming from too. However, that does not change the fact that your truth can be your truth. It can be. But you don't have to drag everybody else down and throw everybody else up under the bus for your truth to be heard. So I understand what Meredith is saying and all, but nah, child. Anyway, Whitney goes to see her half siblings, Curtis and Kelly. That was a cute scene. It was an enlightening scene. And I'm glad that Whitney was able to, see her half brother and sister and, kind of put some things out on the table, which is always good. That I'm here for. So shout out to Whitney and Curtis and Kelly and Curtis's wife. I think her name was Tammy. And that house was bad. You got a badass house, Curtis. That house was bad, unless it was a rental. But that, even though it's still, the house was bad, and I was here for it. So the ladies is saying good morning at 2:30 p.m. because all of their asses was drunk as hell. And Shawshank talks about leaving for New York, and she talks about her mock trial, being on the defense side. And girl, her lawyer read her ass the hell down when she told Shawshank she don't need to get no more damn face injections because when she was crying, her face won't move, and she need that gargoyle ass face to move. Girl, I holler. Listen, because y'all know I really don't want to kick nobody while they down. Y'all know I don't get down like that. All right, Joyce-Ann raised me a lot better than that. Joyce-Ann and Jimmy, they both raised me a lot better than that. So I'm not here to kick nobody while they down. And I would love to be able to sit here and say, well, it don't matter, Jen. Jen, you gonna beat it, so it is what it is. So you ain't did nothing to these people. So you gonna be, I would love to sit up here and say that, but unfortunately, I can't. So with that having been said, good luck, Shawshank, because you gonna need it. You coming down here. New York, oh baby, you gonna need it. Girl, look, they say you black. Look, the only thing I think that's the only black I think ever been in you was Coach's dick. So look, moving on. Moving on. So Whitney comes back from seeing her brother, and her nor Heather speak to each other. And Whitney says right now she's through with Heather. Again, I don't know why. I don't know why. It's not Heather's responsibility to fight your battles when you're a you a grown, rusty ass woman, married with children. I mean, I'm just saying. Heather got her own stuff to fight. Heather got her own battles going on around there, girl. She ain't got no time to be sitting around here trying to worry about her peace and yours, worry about her household and yours, worry about her feelings and yours. Like, that's not fair. Anyway, the ladies go out to, well, before that, Lisa and Meredith embrace each other after Shawshank leaves for New York. I was here for it because, look, even though I still say Lisa ain't worth two flying shit stains on the shingle, and I still feel that way. At the end of the day, her and Meredith was friends for like over 10 years. So, just off of the strength of the longevity of the friendship, I'm not mad at it. At least they was able to embrace because, Meredith sees the bigger picture and things, considering what Shawshank got going on with the whole legal thing and all of that. So, I'm fine. All right, fine. I just hope y'all don't confuse us this season by embracing each other and then y'all cussing each other out again later. Like I just hope that ain't what we gonna get. If y'all gonna be cool, be cool. Meredith, if you're gonna let it go, let it go. But don't sit up here and do all of this hugged out, oh, we good, and then later on down the line, we find out that y'all really not good. Anyway, the ladies go out to dinner, and all of them look good. So Heather leaves for the bathroom, and Whitney says that she needed Heather in her journey for the truth, but instead she got called a liar, and she pushed her. And that hurt her because that was the one person that she thought that she could trust. And again, Whitney, you did not make things no better because you was drunk. Okay, Whitney, you was drunk. And I really would listen, Whitney, you might need to put the bottle down. Okay, you might need to step away from the Stella Rosa or the Cristal, or, okay, or the Sutter Homes or the Bare Feets. Like, you might need to step away from all of that, or that box wine, that cheap ass box wine that my Aunt Roselle used to get all the time. Shout out to my aunt. What was it called? Freshetta, Fariza. Y'all know that cheap ass bottom shelf box wine that they sell at Walmart, child. My auntie had that bitch about a dozen, girl. You need to leave that alone. See, I feel like if alcohol was not involved, I don't think things would have went that way between you and Heather. I'm just being honest. Or if you was more sober, things would not have went down that way between you and Heather. I'm just saying. Now, don't get me wrong. I like to drink. You know what I'm saying? I have a drink here and there. You know what I mean? But I ain't no angry drunk, and I never have been. I ain't never been drunk and starting arguments. I ain't never been drunk and goddamn emotional. I ain't never did none of that. But I guess everybody different. So Whitney tells Heather how she felt about what happened. And Heather says that this trip was supposed to be about Shawshank, not the rumors with Lisa. And Whitney says that Heather is using Shawshank as an scapegoat. And I'm like, how? The first episode, you, Lisa, and Heather, all three sat down and you said, hey guys, guess what? I think we should plan a trip just so that we can get Shawshank's mind off of everything that she got going on. Like, maybe we should just take her out of Utah for a while. And then you came up with going to Arizona for Scottsdale. So I'm trying to figure out when and how is Heather making this or making Shawshank an scapegoat. I'm trying to figure out how, because I thought all three of y'all were in agreement that this trip was solely to help Shawshank, get up out her feelings about her possibly going to jail for 50 years for knocking over old ladies' purses. So, again, look, maybe this is another time where I was on the planet of the people eaters, like I always seem to be when I review Love and Marriage Huntsville, or when I review Real Housewives of Potomac. Maybe this is another time where I was on the planet of the people eaters and I missed it. Anyway, Lisa feels like Heather is being unaware of how insensitive she's being to Whitney right now. And yeah, Lisa, shoot the messenger. And you can let the message live, but shoot the messenger though. Moving on. So after all of that, the ladies go back to the house or whatever, because y'all know this is the last night of them being in Scottsdale. And Meredith gifts the ladies hats. I think it was pajama sets, I think. But the hats had a F, B, I. It had the letter F, it had a B, and it had an eyeball. Because y'all remember that was a nod. That was a little Easter egg from season 2 when everybody thought Meredith was the one that was telling all the Shawshank business down to the FBI. And she even gifted to Shawshank, and Shawshank laughed at it. She didn't feel away. She didn't take it as shade or criticism or whatever. She understood what that was, and I appreciated that from her. And I appreciated that from Meredith. I really do. Like, it's a lot of fun when I see y'all get together and have fun. Like, yeah, the drama and the antics and the cussing out and the fighting and all of that. Yeah, that comes with the territory with reality TV, and it gives us a lot to talk about as reviewers. But it's also fun when y'all just mellow out and just have fun with each other. But y'all was being messy as hell, sitting down there talking about Shawshank finna go down for 30 to 50 years, messing with them old ladies' charge cards and credit cards, charging them all the way up to be damned when she ain't had no business doing it. And considering the fact that listen, that's what convinced me of Shawshank's guilt. When I first found out that Stewart flipped, because y'all remember I did a tea talk about that. That right there gave me everything that I needed. Because much like y'all said, Stewart was riding 10 toes down for Shawshank. Anything Shawshank needed, Stewart ass was right there. I didn't know Stewart had a family of his own because he was just so far up Jen's cooch. He had a family, he had anything going on other than Shawshank. Every time we see her, we saw Stewart. Stewart driving her there, doing this, doing that, picking up this, picking up that. So when he sat up there and flipped on her for less time, I said, yeah, she did it. she did it. She did it. Now, granted, she did come out and she admitted her guilt, and she did plead guilty because she had no choice. They had too much evidence on that ass. But again, I'm not here to, like I say, I'm not here to tap dance on nobody's misfortune. Like I said, Joy saying that Jimmy raised me a lot better than that, so I ain't here to do that. But good luck, Shawshank. And I hope you listen to your lawyer advice about you not being so stone-faced trying to cry, because, girl, we ain't hearing it. Anyway, that's it. That's all I got. My bad for the review being late, but it was late. Okay, my bad. I am going to get you guys Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. I might do that as a live tonight because there isn't a boys' night out because Scotty is at his class reunion or whatever for the weekend, and so he not gonna be there. So we just gonna hold it off to next week. Maybe by then Maddie will finally be moved into his new place, and the gang will be all back. But since it's not gonna be a boys' night out tonight, I might just wait and save Beverly Hills as a live. I think I'm gonna do that because I'm more than sure y'all gonna have a lot to say, and me too once I see it. So be on the lookout for that. Make sure to be on the lookout for the Love and Marriage Huntsville live tomorrow at 9:15. And then also the Real Housewives of Potomac and Married to Medicine reunion. And another thing while I'm here, and then I'm gonna end this. I might make Married to Medicine a live also. So whenever I decide, since it's the reunion, whenever I decide to watch it and put it out there, that's going to be a live. And I am bringing back Less Gags. All right. The Less Gags on the second channel will be back for Potomac, as well as, well, maybe not maybe not so much Beverly Hills, since I'm thinking about doing that as a live. So the less gags is only going to be for Potomac, which I'm sure y'all are okay with that because y'all gonna have a lot to say anyway. So that's gonna be back on the second channel starting this Monday at 11 a.m. So that spread the word. I'm gonna make the link and all of that, and y'all will know ahead of time. But yes, I am bringing back the less gags for the second channel, and it's gonna be with Potomac. And yeah, that's it. That's all. I ain't got no more to give y'all. Again, drop down in the comments. Let me know what y'all thought about last night's episode. And until later on tonight for Beverly Hills, I'll holler at y'all in. Bye.